Welcome back to ciLiving on this Monday. If you've visited Oakland in the past 43 years or so, you may have noticed a light blue shop on their town square.
And if you live in the area, you may have even stopped by to get a trim or a new hairdo. Joe Barlow joins us now. And Joe, you met the man behind Roy and Ruth's Barber and Beauty Shop.
He's quite the character.
That's right. Well, Roy Carr recently celebrated his 80th birthday, and for more than half his life, he's been a barber.
Being a barber and out in the public, you'll see people walk by you. The one thing you do is you look at what kind of haircut they got, and you see all kinds. You see good ones and bad ones and whatever. I actually grew up here in Oakland and moved away, got in and out of the Army, moved to Decatur, went to barber school in 1957.
And then Roy Carr began cutting hair for a living in Decatur, Pekin, and Chicago.
In 1970, I moved here to Oakland, and I've been here 43 years. It wasn't a labor-intensive job. I was warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It was good, clean work, daytime hours. And since then, I've learned to really like barbering. I still enjoy what I do. Probably the hardest part of this job is understanding how the man wants his hair cut.
Roy learned this the hard way early in his career. A customer and Roy had a slight miscommunication.
He said, "No, you can use the clippers on the side if you want." So when you tell a barber that, he picks up the clippers, puts on the coarse blade, and goes up the side of the head. And I did that. He looked at me and he said, "Did you just take my sideburn off?" "Well, that's what I understood you to say." He got up, jerked off the haircut, a hair cloth, gave me a cussing, and went out the door. That was a lifelong lesson, believe me.
Roy was married in 1952. His wife Ruth went to beauty school on Roy's suggestion.
I had an insurance salesman come by and try to sell me an insurance policy, which I thought was too expensive. And my argument to him was that I could take that same amount of money and send my wife to school, and she'd have a potential there that would never dry up. Whereas if I bought his insurance and passed away, she could make a couple of bad investments and be broke again. But if I sent her to school, she'd have a potential of not ever going broke. So that's how I went home and told her my idea, and she thought she wouldn't mind going to beauty school, and she did, and she's very successful at it too.
Roy and Ruth worked next to each other in downtown Oakland for 42 years.
My wife passed away this past April, and this gives me some place to go, something to do, and keeps me involved with people.
Now Roy does about 40 haircuts by appointment every week.
I was the first and probably the only barber in this particular area that started cutting hair by appointment. It took a while for the fellows to get used to it, but after they got used to it, they love it. They wouldn't have it any other way. We talk about just about everything. With this job, if there's something you want to know something about, eventually somebody's going to come in and they'll have the answer. So if you need help with construction or whatever, just be patient, because somebody's going to come in and be able to help you with whatever problem you got.
What is the secret to being able to do this for so long? What's your secret?
I'm the best one around. I'm very satisfied, very happy with it. I've made a good living. bought this building, bought my home, put 3 kids through school. I'm not rich by any dimension, but I got enough money to pay my bills, and that's about all you can ask for anymore.
I imagine that's probably the best part about cutting hair, is all the different kinds of people you meet in all the different situations.
I bet he's heard some really interesting stories.
Yeah.